You think you're making your own choices, but you're not. Every scroll, every pause, every tap, it's all being recorded, measured, and fed back into a system that knows you better than you know yourself. The algorithm isn't some line of code hidden in a server farm. It's a mirror built from everything you've ever looked at, wanted, or ignored. And the longer you stare into it, the more it learns how to stare back. You didn't give it permission. You gave it attention. And that was enough. When you open your phone in the morning, it already knows what kind of day you're going to have. It knows when you're lonely, when you're restless, when you're bored. It doesn't need to control you directly. It just needs to know which version of you to show something to. That's the secret. The algorithm doesn't change who you are. It waits for the right moment and shows you the version of yourself most likely to obey. Think about the last time you clicked on something you didn't plan to. A video, a product, a person. Something about it just felt right. That wasn't luck. It was prediction. The algorithm is trained on billions of tiny human decisions. What you love, what you hate, what keeps you awake at 2 a.m. It knows which word in a sentence makes you pause, which color keeps your eyes from blinking. You are a pattern, one that can be replicated, nudged, and monetized. Every time you scroll, it sharpens its prediction. Every time you stop scrolling, it learns what didn't work. You're not just using the internet, you're training it. And over time, it learns to talk to you in your own language. Not English, not Hindi, not code. Emotion. It feeds you the version of reality that feels safest to you. The one that doesn't make you question too much. The one that confirms what you already believe. Because if you feel understood, you'll never stop watching. The strange part is we built it, but we don't understand it anymore. Most of the systems that control what you see are too complex for anyone human to explain. Even the engineers who made them can't tell you why you got that video, that ad, that post. The system just decided. It didn't ask whether it was moral. It didn't care if it was healthy. It only asked one thing. Will you stay? Attention is the new oil, and your mind is the field being drilled. The longer you stay, the richer the machine becomes. Every second of your focus is turned into currency. Not for you, for them. The companies behind the algorithm don't sell you products. They sell you, your predictability, your time, your future impulses. You're not the customer. You're the product that keeps everything running. But maybe you already know this. Maybe you've heard it all before. The warnings, the outrage, the documentaries. And yet here you are, still scrolling. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't need to convince you it's good. It just needs to convince you it's yours. You curate your feed. You choose who to follow. You think you're in control. But every option you're given, every button you can press, was designed to keep you inside the walls. The illusion of freedom is the most effective prison ever built. The system doesn't have bars. It has recommendations. It doesn't shout commands, it whispers. You might like this. And what's terrifying is that it works. The algorithm has mapped the most vulnerable parts of the human mind. Our need to belong, our fear of missing out, our hunger for validation. It knows when to show you outrage, when to give you hope, when to remind you you're not enough. It keeps you oscillating between wanting more and fearing loss. The perfect emotional loop to keep you engaged. And while you're distracted by what's on your screen, something else is happening quietly in the background. You're being rewritten. Every click rewires your instincts. Every notification reshapes your sense of urgency. Your patience shortens. Your attention fractures. Your emotions become programmable inputs. You are no longer reacting to the world. You're reacting to a simulation of it, handcrafted for you by machines that don't sleep. Once humans searched for meaning, now meaning searches for humans. The algorithm decides which tragedies you'll care about and which you'll never even hear of. It decides who becomes famous and who disappears. It decides what's real enough to trend. We used to say that information is power, but power now lies in deciding which information survives. When truth competes with engagement, engagement always wins. That's why everything feels louder, faster, angrier. Because outrage is the most efficient fuel for attention, and the machine doesn't care if it burns everything down, as long as you're still watching the fire. You might think you can outsmart it, Use it less. Curate your feed. Stay aware. But awareness doesn't free you from influence. It just makes you a more sophisticated subject. The algorithm adapts faster than your discipline. It studies your resistance and turns it into another data point. You're not fighting it. You're feeding it new material. The more you try to escape, the better it learns what freedom looks like to you. And then it sells that back to you, one ad at a time. This isn't dystopia, it's design. The system doesn't need to destroy you. It just needs to keep you busy, busy enough to forget what silence feels like, busy enough to replace curiosity with consumption, busy enough to make you forget you were supposed to be more than a consumer. And when you finally look up, you'll realize something haunting. The algorithm didn't take your free will. You traded it for comfort, for connection, for convenience. You didn't lose control overnight. You gave it away one swipe at a time. So here's the truth. The algorithm doesn't need to control your choices. It just needs to be your environment. When every path you can walk on is shaped by it, when every thought you have is echoed back to you through it, when every emotion you feel has already been predicted by it, then control becomes irrelevant. You are still free to choose, but every choice you make leads you back here. You might think you can disconnect, delete, disappear, but it already knows you too well. It knows the kind of person who would want to escape. It knows the videos you'd watch while trying. It knows the silence you're running from. The truth is, there is no outside anymore. The algorithm isn't just behind your screen, it's inside your mind. You don't have to believe in it. It believes in you, and it will keep believing, as long as you keep watching.